The video of the lady calling around to ask churches about baby formula has sparked quite a conversation, or at least it has in my algorithm. Over a period of about 15 years, I've worked in different churches, different cities, a few different states. I have friends who work at different churches. I have friends who are in different denominations. And so, having worked in churches, having been a part of creating budgets, voting on budgets, determining where money's going to go, working with our denomination to decide where money's going to go, and hearing the work that's being done, I have a little bit of a different view of churches and what they do in the community than someone who has never gone to church, or maybe has only attended church but never participated in business meetings or worked on staff. Every church that I've worked at or attended has had some sort of process in place to help people who are in need. Some of those have processes in place to help specific groups of people on a regular basis. Some churches have processes in place to help people with immediate needs who walk in. I cannot think of a church that I either worked at or attended who did not have some process in place to help someone who showed up or called in with an immediate need. There are some people who have said that churches would get it in hot water because of food distribution. I challenge that view. I think there are some details once the church starts cooking the food and distributing it. But as far as having money designated to help people who go to the grocery store and get food on the church's account, or the church has bought food from the grocery store and they hand it over at the facility at the church, I don't think those apply. And I don't think most churches have anything to worry about there, but every church needs to contact their denomination and any attorneys they have contact with, and just verify, if make sure we're all on the up and up and doing as scripture says and obeying the laws of the land that God has placed us in. I have been in churches that had less than 100. I've been in churches that had more than a few hundred. I've been in churches that had about 1,000. Every church, to my knowledge, has had some means, some process in place where if someone came in and said, "My baby's starving, we need food," they would accommodate. Most of them would go through a interview process to find out what's going on. As the church staff, we're not typically paying for this stuff out of pocket. We are being stewards of the money that people have donated, and ultimately it's God's money. So we are careful about who gets access to the money. We don't want to just be scammed and then those who have actual needs aren't able to get help. But I can't recall a time when someone asked for help and they didn't get it. While I was leading one church, we encouraged the congregation to bring in a can a week, not a lot. While you're at the grocery store, buy an extra can. It's 75 cents, it's $1, it's not going to break your bank. Bring in a can, donate it in the box. That way, if someone has need, we can immediately just help. To the glory of God and to the glory of God working in people's hearts, people did. People did give. And it went well. And even more exciting is after I left, it got even bigger and turned into clothes and even more things than that. And it just became a big, uh, uh, much bigger than it was when I saw it and when it started. And that made me so happy to see God continuing in that work to serve others. Something else we did was put together Thanksgiving meals, and we would go to a few specific houses or what have you, and at Thanksgiving and basically give someone a Thanksgiving meal. A few different houses that we as we were able. Other churches that I saw that we partnered with, but it wasn't a church I went to or worked at. I've seen churches take on summer projects where they basically flipped someone's house. They would go in and just repair everything. They would be there day after day after day, fixing, repairing. And people would get new windows, people would get new walls repaired. I mean, electrical, plumbing, significant work being done on these houses each year. And that was a really awesome outreach and a thing to see. With all that said, I would say you can't really judge a church by one phone call. Even the money that goes to our state and national denominations gets used for all kinds of homeless ministries, care facilities, uh, orphanages, healthcare, education. The people of God are quite charitable and doing a lot of good work. So, yeah, that one phone call and judging a church by that one call is not a very thorough investigation. So, something to think about.